ignition.
Hello everyone. Welcome. Get the music started here. I'll make sure that all the audio is okay. Music's not too loud. Sounds alright there. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, there we go, and we'll get the game capture actually properly captured over this time. Get the deck selector up here. There we go, and it looks like I do have a bit of some small internet problems today, unfortunately. Hopefully those sort themselves out, and it's not too bad. That would suck if it becomes an issue, because I do know I have some a tiny bit of frame drops and some slow frames, so hopefully that doesn't actually become an issue. That would be I'm playing Gunusa as my team, who's my Swindle teammate. So I'm playing them tonight in the NKFL. So these are their decks. We've got, I know it's the SAS climb. I know it's this Zax from Call of Discovery's SAS climb tonight. So it's gonna probably won't have as many people here as normal. But I'll just get things all set up here. Just do a couple things here. Computer's super slow tonight, so. Don't know what that's about. So they've got Malachi, Sloan, a Russian deck. I think is Russian. Grin Mask, so that's a good name. Biwar and Vimianchi. Oh, this is quite a rush deck. So I sort of feel like I have to ban this. So it also isn't super good for me. Their lineup is essentially all rush decks. Not all, but rush. So it sort of becomes which will I have time beating? And I think the answer it'll either be it's probably Vimiachi. This is also a triple Fangtooth Cavern. Absolutely wild. I think something like Jericho is a good matchup into that, so not super worried about that. We can play this into let's see, it has no R, so something like Judge would be fine as well. This one looks really oppressive. The Nature's Call with the Double Dust Pixie and all that, and like not super excited to play into this with any of my decks. So it'll be, our first one will either be Sloan or it'll be... The difference here is that this one doesn't have a key cheat. Which it's just, they're got very strong rush decks. So, and this is gross. Yeah, this is gross. Well, good disruption too, like the double persistence hunting, cross porpoises. So it's no slouch. I think it will be Bewar though. Haven't had time to test them, unfortunately, but I think it will be Bewar. So I'll ban that one. They banned Margaret. Not super surprising there. Actually, Margaret's pretty expected. So now, in terms of what we save, I think we save Jericho here. I don't want to save. I don't think I want to save. I mean, we're rush decks, and this is a control deck. Yeah, just not this one. So we're kind of either want to save Jericho or Judge. I think Jericho has a fairly good matchup into, so he banned Bewar. So it has a good matchup into Vamiachi because of the Infernus that can recur quite well. It's got a decent matchup into double Mutron Strike here is rough. So we don't want Grid Mask into Judge. Grid Mask is okay into something like Jericho. Or Grunberg, but we don't really want it anything else. Thanks, Dinobot. I will get them. This is my teammate, Gunusa. This should be fairly interesting. And this is also sucks. Right? Classic Nature's Call, like Hunting Winch, double, like all that, right? So I think it's probably going to be either be Sloan, because I don't know if we just have quite enough, or it'll be. I think we can handle Malachi. Oh Christ! So double Infernus though. This is kind of one of the problems where this is where Malachi is going to be very good into Jericho, but Jericho is going to be very, very good into something like this. So I kind of want to ban. So we'll save. So I'm either going to save Judge or Jericho. Yeah, they've got very cool decks. It really is a scary lineup. So it's either going to be Judge here or Jericho to save. I have a feeling Jericho will get basically. I think I either save Jericho or I save Judge. I think I have to save Jericho here. So they saved the Russian deck. Just double Infernus. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that is understandable. So they saved that one. So we'll put this one over here. That's saved. And then, what do I think I ban? So I ban. So I'm assuming they're going to ban Judge. So out of these four, who do I think has the worst matchup? Which one's saved? Yeah, this one's saved. So I don't think they'll play Vimiachi because I think they're scared of our Infernus with the Gerudo to not get that matchup. But if Gerudo comes out before that one comes out, I think we ban Grinmask. Because Grinmask is not good against Judge. But I'm assuming they're going to ban Judge. I think because these two are board decks, and if I'm playing these two, the Neutron Sharks are not going to be our friend. I don't want so I think we just have to ban Grinmask. Here, I think Grinmask has too good a matchup into too many of our decks. So we ban the Grinmask, because basically it's got 16 creatures. This Star Alliance, I don't like the Star Alliance in here. This is all pretty spooky. This artifact control, but it's artifact control and board control is all really going to hurt. Not even Gerudo. It will hurt Gerudo because of we want the safe houses to stick on the board. They're pretty easy to especially into their lineup. We want to recur our Infernus. We want to incur our Bonithing. So it's sort of just too hard to. It's like 3 sharks. I know it's like 3 sharks. So it's just too bad into all of our matchups. It'll too easily deal with the board we've created, and also too easily deal with our artifacts and something like Judge, which we do need. So unfortunately, I think it's just sort of like something we have to. Do. We have to ban Grinmask. We'll check back here. Refresh this. All right. They banned Grunberg. Don't think Grunberg's a bad ban. So Gridmask is gone. So it's these 4. So now it becomes a question of when do we line up our Gerudo? I'm inclined to take it first. The fact that 3 of their decks, I think, have 2 of their decks have an expected amber of 35. Which is absolutely incredible. That is a crazy amount of expected amber. Oh, hey Zoc. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely need some luck on this one. This is not a easy lineup to play into. So we'll have to take it all carefully. And it's going to be hard considering which decks to take first, especially when we've saved Gerudo for specific matchups of well, I guess they've all got high pip counts except for Malachi has pip counts. So, and Judge I think only has a bad matchup into. Kind of has a bad matchup into the quadruple Fangtooth, not super though. I kind of feel like we play Gerudo first, Yes. Okay, good. This is a matchup we absolutely want. This is absolutely what I want. Gunusa loves multiples, yeah. Look at this, 4 Stranger Ordination. So I'll make the Crucible game here. Password will be NKFL. Murph versus Gunusa NKFL. Competitive, because this is a competitive game. Lowercase NKFL is the hello? Okay, good. I did not see that Archon's Corner got an exclusive Winds of Exchange spoiler, Zoc. I absolutely did not see that. Where was that? Was that spoiled on their Discord? Breaking news! Breaking news on my stream. Obviously not. I know that. We're playing Jericho. So it's Jericho. They have a live stream Friday? No, wait, what time is that at? I'll have to check that. I'll have to check this afterwards. Well, that is definitely exciting news there, Zoc. So click start game here. They're the first player. Oh man, I don't like 8 a.m. Pacific. 8 a.m. I guess that's reasonable. Man, crazy. That'll be exciting. I have to try and tune in for that. Do I start? I don't like seeing Pandemonium here. But I do like seeing Tognath in the opening hand, and I don't mind seeing Pain Reaction to deal with something they put down. I think we keep. I think a 3-2-1 with reasonable cards is too hard to pass up on, as much as I sort of want to. But that's sort of greeting it for, right, because what I'd be looking for to mulligan for would be like a safe house or something, but I'm kind of greeting it at that point. It's not like I have the important cards in my hand first, like Infernus or something, or Bonithing. So I think it's not necessarily too high risk, but I think it's pretty greedy to mulligan here for those cards, especially with such a good hand. Right, we don't have to ritual, we can, I mean, hell, I do want a ritual, but we don't have to ritual, we can just, okay, Badge Magus. So it's each undamage? Yeah, so we just damage it, we Tognath, and we Pandemonium, we get to 5. We try and stress their archive control, their amber control. We can go from there. I think a lot of their artifact control is not on play. So for walk the plank, yeah. So I think we should be able to. We should be fairly okay to deal with it. And I know they are in Vietnam, so the latency might be a teeny bit of a problem. Oh man, this dark wave is gonna get. Oh wait, it's mutant only, right? Not mutant. You're mutant? No mutants here. Yeah, and I think we actually will. We'll look over there. Oh no, because we can't capture. Yeah, we'll look over there at Macus Asp. To steal one. So we'll call Shadows. I'll play the Macus Asp. I will look over there here to steal. I'll Dark Wave. And we can punk. I think I'd rather hand shape a little bit for the punk. I don't think they have any super combos in their Dark Tidings deck. I think it's more just I've got a lot of pips, I've got good creatures, I will race you and probably win that race most of the time. I think that's more so what we're seeing. So actually let me zoom in here. So we're gonna forge blue. I like the blue key. In here, I'm kind of okay implosioning into Cinder. I don't have a way to take them off check here. So I think we'll call this, we'll Implosion, we'll Cinder, and I'll pass it back. And this looks like it should give a pretty interesting... Because we can capture all of it onto Cinder. They forge, that turns on our Bonithing, which I'm not super upset about that. And I'm totally okay with this discarding this Macus Asp. Okay, the Chelonia coming down kind of sucks. Okay, the exhaust are... I mean, they have no choice with that. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I wasn't really expecting them to buff their Chelonia. I really thought they'd reap, but I suppose you really want to keep that alive. So that does make sense. I don't disagree with that play at all. So here we're gonna call in Tamed. We will get this down. Can Grow Surge. Just have Mega Beef. Oh, and we actually drew... That's huge. So we actually drew the Amber Spine Mongrel off of that. We Song of the Wild. Capture all into Cinder. This will Rapid Evolution our Amber Spine Mongrel. Now we Punctuate Equilibrium. We'll Rapid Evolution the... Oh god, okay. So you can Rapid Evolution the Cinder again. Then we load on. We pass back over. Which I think is a fairly good start. We've got Dark Wave in hand. Things are super giant. We can borrow their Miasma Bomb if they probably crack their Miasma Bomb here. That'd be my guess. Okay, that's cool. The so this actually came up on my. I played this. So I played this. I had locals on Monday, and I had this come up because I played this deck for like as a casual game afterwards. I would have played it Sealed AOA there. But because punctuate equilibrium is as if it's the draw step, as this is the fill hand step, you do hit a chain. Because that was the question, you know, I punked my opponent who had chains, and I wasn't sure if that was how that interaction worked. Oh, okay. Koala. Nice. So here do we mark of Distam into Chelonia. And then we can implosion. Well, we can discard our gateway. We can also keep our gateway. Or we can call shadows, get our safe house down. But I don't have any borrow targets, and I can't remember. I'll actually go back here. I just want to check the artifacts. This have Miasma and Fangtooth, so I don't really necessarily care. But I kind of would rather. I think we just call Dis here. And we. Oops. We're gonna mark the Chelonia, and then we'll implosion it. So we'll mark it Dis the Chelonia. We'll play implosion. We'll sack our Gloria's attendant for the Chelonia. And I think we're pretty safe to. Problem is that our gateway is some really important C. So I think I probably. Like, it's really good C. I think we kind of have to keep it here just because. Like, I don't want them. So if you look at their deck, like, I don't want like a big bunch of these things coming down, or I guess it's not super big deal. No, they haven't got a ton of creatures in here, so I think I don't want a big shadows turn on their part. So we will hold that. We will not reap here, but we will hold that. And so here we've got double safe house. Yeah, okay. So we have enough amber to go to. No. Yeah. So we'll see if they can take us off check here. Yeah, Jericho is very fast, Zoc. It has 20 pips. So we'll forge red. I think we just call shadows. Yeah, here we call shadows. We'll play the safe house. Play the safe house. We'll play the dark wave. And we'll play the Boro. I'll pass back to them. Here's our amber control. The new is here somewhere. There's strange ordination. Man, I would really like to. Raise the tide. Man, I would really like to see. Here we do have ransack. With some shadows cards left. GG. Didn't sell the bow, nothing or that, but good game. That was well played. Very speed. So we'll report that in the selector. That was a 2 to 3. Yeah. So go 3-2. Yeah. So kind of like the big matchup there that I was quite worried about is gone. So Vimiachi's gone. We dealt with it. We defeated that scary giant. Luckily, we did actually just genuinely have enough answers here, because they went to 7. We had rain sack and look over there. So we're more than capable of taking them off check here and then putting us ourselves back. And I think that was, they really don't have a ton of amber control in that deck, so it definitely was a race, and I'm glad we got there first. So now it's the next game, and we're going to be up against either Sloan, don't know how to say that, or Malachi. I think we just play Judge. I think it has an okay matchup into all of them. See how that goes. And I'll leave this game because it'll give me problems if I don't. So we go new game. Oh, hello? Password is NKFL lowercase. It's in competitive. I'll copy the game link. So what did they pick? I'm kind of expecting them to pick Malachi, possibly. They picked Sloan. Okay, so it's a race. It's a race again. We'll have to see. This is it's getting a bit spooky. They do have and this is Sloan, right? They picked Sloan. Yeah, okay. So it's Sloan, Caves Heretic. Take a look at it here. What is this? We're playing Judge. So this is a pretty scary deck. It is double Hunting Witch, double Witch of the Eye, double Dust Pixie, Nature's Call, Full Moon, double Silvertooth, Urchin, double Wild Wormhole, double Dr. Escohera, Mother, Harlan Mindlock, Fagin, double Urchin. Like, this is just, I think the deck we're playing has the best shot into this deck, but I don't think we're going to. I think this is a pretty bad matchup for our deck. I think it's a bad matchup for all of my decks. Jericho would do okay into it. I mean, that's sort of why I wanted to play it in the first game, right? It was sort of the rush decks. Those rush decks, I think Jericho can actually go toe-to-toe with, while also providing some decent amber control. Margaret's banned, so I couldn't bring that. Even that would be my choice. Samir and Screaming Assassin are a bit too grindy. This game's not going to go long. So this one needs to set up, and I won't have time to do that. This one also kind of needs to set up, and I won't have time to do that. And if there's a big rush, doesn't have the scaling amber control to deal with it. If only bait and switch wasn't eroded. So we're probably going to be looking to a mulligan. Here to look for as fast as opening as we can get. This is a good one. This is a good opening. Yeah. Going first, right? Lay of the Land is a really awesome first turn card. I'll just sack the Submersive Principle as long as we need it. This might be a chain, but like I'm not playing around with their burst. Right, classic Kyoto Rush. I'm not. They go too high. I need this, so we'll keep. So they mulliganed. Oh, that mulliganing is good for me, at least. Possibly. It's one of those things where it's... I know S17 on the Help from Future Self podcast mentioned she doesn't mulligan sometimes just as a bit of a mind game to her opponent, because, you know, if you mulligan, it's signaling your opponent you didn't like your starting hand. And so that is, you know, as you know, Zach, I know you had your whole Data Forge stream about this. Mulliganing certainly does give you a better chance of getting to what card you need faster over like the short term. However, it does seem that which might so we'll oh yes. So yeah, so we're gonna put Ambervac down there, put down infighting, and we'll take the Edai. That's an awesome. This will be a good turn. Because we'll get 2 archives off of Theoric Conjecture. We'll get an archive off of Archive Submersive Principle off of Edai. And then we can Knowledge's Power for 3. Okay, bait and switch coming out earlier is pretty okay. What was that? Ghostly Hand? Ooh, man, Ghostly Hand value. Not good for me. So we'll call it Logos. First thing we do is we Edai. We knew we were drawing the infighting anyways. We'll tuck away the Submersive Principle. Play this. We're gonna archive our 2 cards. Let's see what we get. Get that, yep. It's okay. Play Knowledge's Power and we gain Amber. Pass back over. That's a really, really rough start for us, especially because what we're trying to do here is sort of just outrace them. And it's kind of hard to outrace them when they literally go up and they take an Amber Delta of 6 on the turn 1. That's, you know, pretty equivalent to Nathan holding the Swindle for the Eureka at the championship. Okay, Christ. Well, we certainly won't do that, so... But I do need this. Do I just use the Submersive Principle here? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. We'll call Logos. I'll take the Archives. Raise the Tide. We'll put down the Fila. Put down the Brain Eater. Put down the Old Egad. Do that. Reap there. Hold a second, I think I need to let my dog in. Well, I certainly Submersive Principle, but F me. Yeah, they really drew the nuts. Yeah, honestly, there's nothing we can do. I don't even think I can race them at this point. I don't have the amber control to stop them. So we're gonna try and race. Call Untamed. First things first, infighting. Then we'll thin the herd. At least we go up to check. But yeah, there's no way I win. I'm not certain any of my decks. Actually, that's not true. Grunberg might be able to, because Grunberg does have a lot of scaling amber control. But I just think it's pretty unlikely. So we'll forge. We'll call Starlines because we kind of have to. First, we play this onto Gabuk. We'll zap for 1 and 1. Put that once again on the left. End my turn. Yeah, this is absurd. Should I have banned this deck? Maybe. It's certainly one I was worried about, but yeah, that's it. Thanks. Thanks, Joker. No, this certainly is not favorable. I don't know what tipped you off about that. Just left the stream. Yes. Well, also, welcome, Joker. Welcome, first time to the stream. Glad to have you here. This is certainly not favorable. I don't know how. I can't stop it. Anyone think maybe we can, I don't know, data forge for the win here? Damn. Well, we'll call Untamed, we'll do this. We'll reap. Say GG. Oh, and we'll kill the Dust Pixie. Way too fast. That is crazy. Bad for my key difference too. Losing 3 to 2. Oh, very well played. Report that as a 3 to 1. So I'm neutral key difference. I swear to God, I'm gonna end this season with a 0 key difference score at this rate. So is Sloan. So Sloan's gone. So next we have to figure out a matchup into... Joker, did you hear? Apparently, Archon's Corner has a Winds of Exchange spoiler. An exclusive Winds of Exchange spoiler. They're doing it on Friday, apparently. I heard that from Zoc. Maybe perhaps I'm just out of the loop. That's super exciting. So in this, against these two, I think I have to play Samir. And they saved this, so there's no way they're not playing that. What? This one does have a bunch of small critters, though. Man, if they don't choose that, though, I'm screwed against something like this. So the problem here, we'll go through this. So I can either go Samir or I can play the Craving Scout Senator. The Craving Scout Senator has no pips. So if they go Malachi, the Infernuses won't do much. Which is good. The Infernuses won't do much in either. Got a heavy board control if they go, but the problem is the Ultra Gravitron, but the Craving Scout Senator maybe can deal with them. Whereas Samir has some tricks, got bait and switch, got better amber control. It has its own Infernus, but no really way to incur it. Waking Nightmare. Shadow of Dis is super strong. Shadow of Dis actually pretty good against Infernuses, I guess, too. It'll also be good against Cronuses and an Ultra Gravitron. But Samir has a lot more pips. Yeah, Margaret got banned, Joker. Margaret was their banned one, or else I would have saved it. I wish I could play this. I would love to play it. I'd love to play this deck right now. This deck has performed beautifully for me. Certainly my best performing deck in my collection. But we've got, so that's sort of like a conundrum. This only has 3 more pips. So something like the library card might just be better served. Both have an autoencoder, funnily enough. This is a lot of steel though. But I don't know if the Scrivener Fabians are actually going to live. Well, I think the problem with the Steel Environment is just I had a big burst turn with the Saurians, and then I got hit with a TMTP for like 7. And Margaret has pretty good decent amber control. It's got a City State that can Imperial Forge into, stuff like that. It hit at the wrong time. I couldn't answer it when I did, and it was just the TMTP was way too much tempo for me to actually recover from. Odoak wasn't down, or I think maybe Odoak was down or something. It was just really unfortunate. Yeah, very bad start for the deck, but no, it's quickly become a favorite of mine. It's a tough choice for the 3rd game. The problem is stuff like the Fangtooth and stuff will hit. Like, they don't have big creatures for the most part. Oh man. Whereas, so I think we might go Craving Scout Center. I think we'll go Craving Scout Center and see if we can apply heavy pressure to the board. Yeah, they went their save deck. That makes sense. So we'll see if we can apply a lot of board pressure. Dubious if we can, but that's sort of the plan. I'm not sure I'll take this one home. Would like to. It's one of those situations where Gunusa is my teammates. I'm also happy for them to win, but I would like to win. Start with that, we'll copy the game link and send it to him. No, it's hard. And then we're playing Scout. So I'll have to be careful. And I'll once again try and let my dog in. So give me 2 seconds to do that. Alright, well, after looking at this, I am inclined to believe that I don't want to keep. That is my inclination. The board control, capture pips, bring low. I'm not keeping this, unfortunately, as much as I would like to, but we are first player, so we do sort of get a free mulligan. Here I would actually, I think I would really like to get the Dark Centurion down. So it's ready for when we do capture and sort of get the warding happening faster. So we'll go Saurian, we'll play that, we'll pass back over. Because then we can get it behind an Anafiel. They do have a lot of Fangtooths. We can get it behind an Anafiel, we can get it behind a Bear Sojoya. The damage pips and the Dark Minion is really annoying for us trying to do the warding, but I think we'll manage. We'll manage. And I've got my dog here wanting some pets. So we're gonna go Sanctum. We'll get the Anafiel down, we'll get the Joya down, we'll get the Font down. I think this is a pretty good start. I certainly wouldn't mind getting that Favian down either. I sort of want to get the Favian down on a Sanctum turn with some pips too to get like some immediate stealing. So we might just go Saurian next turn. They're presumably going to get some Amber, so we can I would probably want to Ophiogorkus the Dark Minion if we can. That way it pops the ward. We're gonna get Marketus anyways. Okay, so we'll be in Sanctum. Good combo. I mean, Bear Sojoya is certainly a gotta deal with card. So probably here we're gonna fight the Kissakrog, capture with the Font, and get the Favian onto. I'm just gonna purge that. That's okay. So I'll fight here. Duck has a lot of capture, a lot of that. We Font. Oh, and actually, you know what? We should have Fonted onto Favian. So next turn, if we do go into Saurians, we can immediately ward Favian. That would have been better. If the Favian lives here, which I'm not entirely sure if it will. But if the Favian can live, then we'll get 2 steals out of it. Okay, Shadows, what do they got? Yeah, fine not living. That's where a lot of their... that is. Mugged, Favian. Are they mugging an Anafiel for the Amber? Okay. Dark Minion? No, they can't. Can they kill the Dark Minion this turn? I mean, they might still very well be able to kill the Favian right now. They might not need the mug. Tempting off with a Fabian? Be my guess. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we do play Saurian. And first we'll play Diplomacy. And next we'll get an Optio Gorkus on. And we will Daemotus Dark Minion. And then we'll get this Cornison Octavia down the left, and we'll steal. We'll get this down on the left again. Use this, and we will capture one onto the Fabian. Specifically with the intention of warding it. So they probably have another mug. They'll mug the Fabian. Okay. Perhaps that wasn't the best target. I mean, that was the idea, but. Well, since I don't have any of that, I think it's probably worthwhile to go Logos here. Get Titan Engineer down. Get that down. We'll capture on. Actually, we'll capture on Titan Engineer. We'll get this down. We'll get this down. We'll capture onto you, and we'll deal 2 damage. Or I should have done it the other way. This for nothing, but we do have a pretty decent. Logos or Saurian turn here. I'm kind of inclined to go Saurian. Okay, Fangtooth here. We got. Oh, they'll kill my Gorkus first, though. You know it. You know it. This Gorkus ain't going anywhere. It's going to the way of the dodos. So this should be an awesome Logos turn. I don't want to kill the Infernus, though. So we can plink that damage into the armor. We'll just do 2 damage here. Yeah, I think we just actually reap out. Play this on the left. We can put a Amber here. We'll play Entropic Swirl, capture. Can actually just capture here. Pick that. Gain an Amber. Play Opposition Research. This is a capture icon, and we can capture onto Cornus Octavia. We'll deal damage in Cornus Octavia here as well. Then we'll capture here. And then, oh, this is an awesome. This is a really good Dimension Door. Assuming we don't get board wiped. Do they have board wipes? They have 1 gateway. Oh, they picked this too, you know what? Before I got my Ludo out too. So we're presuming to get gatewayed here. Which I mean isn't super unlikely, but it's also not super unlikely. Lycofiend, Snarret. Well, I don't know if they want to. They are letting me forge. Like, if they were doing this, they play the Snarret after their gateway. So that's good news for me, at least. Them not gaining Amber, though, does suck. Okay, that's 2 damage pips on a Soul Fiddle. Kill my Naphiel would be my guess. That's where my mind is going. Okay. Pandemonium I actually don't want. That's actually super annoying. Well, it's probably worth going Saurian here then. Getting one Ludo down. And get the other Ludo down. I'll action here to ward the Cornison. I'm actually kind of inclined to fight. Here. I'll capture 1 onto a Ludo so we can try and get the ward for it. And this Citizen Shrix, that's actually good news for our next turn. If you go back into Saurian, going back into Fangtooth, so they'll have to choose their Lyco Fiend. Oh no, so they'll have to, that's 6. So they'll have to choose our Munchling and our Infomorph. But we do have a Ludo down. Yep, so those get yeeted, we get these. Call blue. We just go Saurian here, I think. Pretty happy with that. We'll do this. We'll action here and ward our Ludo first off the bat. We'll reap all of these. We'll get this Strix down. We'll play the Spoils. And we'll capture once again onto our Cornison. I'll pick our warded Ludo. And we'll just say done. Infantile, I didn't do anything. But here we're getting pretty good board pressure now with our Saurians. I'm expecting Gateway to come out at some point. This ward on our Ludo is really nice. They will be really annoying. If we can go Saurians, I'm tempted. I will go Saurians here again if I can. Probably to ward this Cornison Octavia. So Naphiel's been doing a lot of work. So next they can kill any of these though, so they can kill either, they'll probably kill my Cornison Octavia next, unless they can take out my Ludo though, I'm fine with that because it just takes the Amber out of the game, and then we're doing pretty well. The more Amber of theirs that gets out of the game, the better for me. Clearly. We still have Commandeer left too. So there's a third Fangtooth. They just end their card. Okay. So we can reap, action, reap. So we'll call Saurians. We'll reap here. Reap here. Action this and board our Ludo. put ourselves to check. We can only award that so many times because this needs to be move on over to the common supply. But that does make it more like their lives more difficult. It's gonna be triple, so it'll have to be they'll fight the ward off. They can't fight the ward off. Why is it exhausted? Fight champion in FAL. So next turn we can actually just go Logos. And it's a lot of Fangtooth. So I think we concede here the... Okay, that's actually pretty nice. So I think we have like no Amber Pips, right? Oh, that's like the only 2 in the thing. That's fine. Discard Gateway. Ludo, yeah. And that. So here we can go Logos. And I'll actually just... We can go Logos, we'll get the autoencoder down. We'll draw with Dimension Door. We'll discard Causal Loop. Get Gizzleheart, that's actually awesome. We can purge this. End our turn. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Triple Fangtooth, though, you're pretty much looking at nothing on the board is staying alive at this point. So I'll be looking to just clear the board off, probably with Fangs. Okay, just don't play anything bigger than 6. Okay. So Lycofiend will die. Why did I discard a card? Oh my god, that's such a good hit. Man, oh my god, they discarded my Bring Low off the Perplexing Sophistry. No! Really? Could have stopped this whole key. That is so annoying. Okay. We can still call Sanctum. I will take the archives. Yeah. So I'll play that. How many can we... So we can commandeer. So you can steal 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't even work. But we can get a reap out of this. Damn, dude. That is just so annoying. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. It's okay. Get this down. Yeah, I probably should just discard all those. This is what I was worried about. Once all those Fangtooths come down. Hopefully they can't stop me from my second key. I gotta slow it down, yeah. Getting barked at. 1 second. Alright. Let's see. So think about in how we bring it back from here. So first we'll forge red. Leave yellow for last, my least favorite key. So I would really like to delay them from check here. I need to take three amber them for that. So how this can work here on this line is I can play Technosaurus, I can exalt it to steal capture here and then capture here. That only captures 2, doesn't it? No, it'll capture another one. So this captures 3 if I do exalt this and ping it, which will take them off of check here. They will get it back at the end of their turn, but then I at least have something to do. What's left of my draw? My wheel raffle. So the next one is Demosaurus. But we won't have this board to even go into. But what's the other option? We can play QMX, we can draw a card, we can play opposition research, but they have 3 things out here. So I think they're not reaping, so the Saurian line will at least give us a little bit extra tempo. Even though the board won't stick around, at least we'll have some tempo. So they won't forge their key here, because I think they're going to go back up to check here. So I think we have to go Saurian. We just have to delay it. So I'll play the Technosaurus. We will exalt it. We'll do 3 damage here. We'll play out the Dark Centurion. We'll play this out. We'll capture. That takes him down. Activate font to feel good. And we redrew. We did not get the bring low or anything. Okay, shadows 2. Okay, yeah, there we go. I knew they'd go back up to check. Oof. You know what? We got. If only this was last turn, man. We got pretty much even spread in the houses, right? Except for Saurian. To be most likely to be I don't even know. It's even most likely to be here for. Got a row of 7. We've got 7. It is most likely to be Saurian. I don't think we call it here. I don't think that's worth it. Is there any other way we win? So I can think about this. So if we gamble correctly, we go up to 4. Can play this, we can fight with it. That's not even good enough. No, I think we don't gamble. But I am inclined to try and draw here. Then we'll discard these. So we'll call Logos, play the QMX. There's a spoils, okay. We'll discard this. We'll discard that. End our turn, hopefully get some Sanctum cards to capture pips. No. Well, I can actually win here, can we? No, I don't think so. Spoils get us anywhere? Maybe. I think we have to try spoilsing here. So you know what? We'll gamble. I'm guessing Saurian. Tight injury. Okay, so that doesn't win us. We did capture 2 though, so we'll go Saurian. No. We'll draw. We don't exalt. Yeah, I just don't think there's once this has been established, their board is not sticking around. If we did win there, there's a good chance we can go Sanctum, but not as it is. Munchling, okay. Yep, that's it. That is it. Can't win. Call Logos. Take that. Play that. Play that. Play that. Deal 4 damage here. Gain 2 amber. Try and font for nothing. Say GG. That was a tough one. That was a real tough one, but I'm okay with going down 3-2 there. I don't think it was a comeback, but it was also their deck needed the time to set up, because their win condition in this matchup is the triple Fangtooth and being able to keep my board clear. We just weren't able to win fast enough. Which in that case, I don't know, maybe the argument's made to be made for Samir, but I just don't quite see it. Because the problem with Samir, the problem with these decks is that if they go Malachi, if they pull fast when they go Malachi, it really is a worse matchup for Samir. But if they go with their save deck, then I'm fairly certain the Craving Scout Center, that Samir might have an edge in that matchup. Just hard. That's hard. Very well played. Very well played. Very well fought by Gunusa. There is a reason they're on Team Swindle. Overall, pretty tough. Oh, well, that is certainly, yeah, like I said, sad to go down, but always happy to lose to a teammate, and especially when, I always also, their lineup is just really not good for us. Lots of rush is not something our lineup wants to see, and neither is, you know what, maybe, perhaps Samir is better there. I don't know. Samir's board stays around a lot longer. The Craving Scout Center's board stays around a lot longer than Samir does. And Samir's does when 1 or 2 Fangtooths are out. Once the triple Fangtooths are out and they're just discarding all their creatures, it doesn't really matter what we're doing. The board isn't going to be clear. But I think in the early phases of the game, if the Craven Scout Center gets set up, it gets the wards. Obviously, as we saw, right, as the wards get up, the Ludos get set up. It starts getting a lot trickier for them, and eventually we just couldn't hold off the pressure of the triple Fangtooth once we got through the deck. So there is certainly an argument to be made about Samir here. There is a team swindle, Joker. There is indeed a team swindle. This is a little bit more pips too, but then that's more food for the Infernuses. This is just a really hard deck with right, 19 pips, triple Fangtooths, like, man. And also the one last job was a swing of 3, especially in a triple Fangtooth deck. One last job is getting you so much value. So there is, there's an option. There's certainly a thought to be made. This also has more stealing. The Favians unfortunately only got, I think, 3 steals off. So it wasn't nearly as much value as I was hoping for out of the double Favians. They showed up kind of late, and so it was awkward timing on our capture pips. And it has better play effects, but stuff like this, like, Samir usually wants the Cinnarettes to live to do some of that, but we also have more board destruction hate, like Bravels in the Inspector. I'm starting to think that this probably was the right choice, but the problem is, the problem was Malachi. I just don't think Samir does at all well into Malachi. I don't know. That's hard. That's a really hard matchup choice. So what is it? I think it's at a -1. 3, 4, 5. So that's 6. That's 7. No, it's 8. 3, 6, 2, 5, 7. So it's it's a -1. So I'll go down to -1 at my key difference, which I'm not super happy about, but. But anyways, that is I think that's gonna be it for me. The very well played to my opponent, very well played to Gunusa. Thank you so much for the games. I know this is like we started playing at like 7 a.m. their time because they're in Vietnam. So man, they're really waking up for some early Keyforge. Early bird gets the worm as they took away the 2-1 win here. So they'll advance ahead of me in the standings. So if we can just go to the league document. You can see the standings here in Bronze Delta. Oh, thanks, Joe. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. So this is what the division looks right now. We've got Magic Duck up here at 5 and 4. Luckily, I did beat Magic Duck in the first week, 2-1 myself. Lost 2-1 to Anxious Pirate. Those are hard. That was hard to go down like that too. But then it was obviously lost this one as well. Gorlami next week is going to be real tough. They're the SAS Giant of the pod, obviously. And then Pizza 08 I think is also be a tough matchup. No one in the NKFL is easy. Everyone's tough. I guarantee people say the same thing about my lineup. So far, Gunusa, this lineup has been the most problematic, just simply because it has so much rush in it. And it's really hard. It's just hard to deal with rush like that unless like you are playing a deck that is built to stop rush. Which I don't have a ton of good answers to. I just don't. That's probably something I should look into for trying to add that to my collection, but haven't come across one that I like just yet. However, we will try and correct this, and we will try and get into this qual spot here. Qual or silver. Yeah, so they'll go up on me by a win. So I'll go to 4-5, they'll go to 5-4. It's a close league. This is actually pretty interesting, that with Magic Duck having a -1 difference while being first string player. That's interesting. That's really gonna hurt him on tiebreakers if people catch up. But anyways, that is going to be the stream for me. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you, Zoc. Thank you, Dinobot. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Jolker, of course. And again, welcome to the stream, Jolker. Hope to see you around here next time. I don't know. I have the AC Fire Sale match I have to plan at some point. So I'll be doing that. And yeah, look out for that. Well, you fine folks. Everyone have a good night. And yeah, see you, Zoc. You have a good night too. Everyone have a good night, and I will see you all next time.